Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mondays with Mick, the Wednesday edition here on Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging on my skeleton porch.
Hello, you dirty commie.
Hey, look, I broke it down to a skeleton crew, ladies and gentlemen. A skeleton
Lisa's
crew.
going through the 5 stages of grief because she took things off her porch today.
I did. I stored them and whatnot. I even got rid of the fish and whatnot that were hanging in the yard. Yeah.
Well,
After, of course, working for the community news, I got to tell you what David wants me to do, but go ahead and say hello to the viewers.
hello, viewers. We're ready to fight today.
Bigly. Okay. David, my boss, used to be your boss.
Yeah.
He used to be my boss. He used to be my boss. He had a bizarre personality. That boss was so wrong for me. He was my boss. Yeah. He wants me to call every restaurant within a 50-mile radius tomorrow and see if they're making Thanksgiving dinners for people to pick up and bring home.
What a horrible idea.
I'm not fond of it either. Do you honestly think it's hideous, or are you just saying that?
No, I guess I understand the reason why he wants you to do it. I just wouldn't want to call every restaurant within a 50-mile radius.
I said, are they all doing it? I'm sorry. I've got to cuddle up here a bit, and my blanket is being used underneath here, so I have a mouse pad.
Yeah, David, quite a guy, quite an interesting case study in humanity, really.
Hey, remember whenever we took him out for wings or whatever?
We tried to introduce him to the world, basically.
Explain.
We tried to teach him how to socialize like a normal person in the area. Wasn't that the plan?
I don't know. All I know is you worked in the newsroom and you turned to me gently yet effectively once, probably at the Laughing Duck, and said, the chief has never been out for wings.
Oh, you know what it was? Maybe we figured that he really didn't have much of a social life, that he just worked and
was on every board imaginable.
Yeah, and he
The
didn't
school
really.
board. I'm going to name them when you're done. Go on.
He was on a lot of boards, and he was taking a lot of photographs of
I don't want you. Sorry.
teenagers in their prime.
Wrestling and whatnot. Oh, it doesn't sound good either. Like sports.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Right.
Anyhow, yeah, okay, he was on the school board, the VOTEC board, the church board, the historical society board.
It's a lot of boards.
The newspaper, and I don't know what else. Just a lot of things to avoid, probably getting in touch with his true self.
Well, he can run, but he can't hide. Okay.
I'm going to burst into the song. I am not. Anyhow, okay, here we are. What'd you do today? Did you nap?
I did not nap today. I've had 2 cups of coffee, and I love coffee. I've been a complete coffee fanatic lately. I just mixed up something that we're going to have for dinner later. And Jason went out and did some things today, and he left again, so he won't be back till later.
Let me ask you, are you a coffee freak? Coffee freak? Are you coffee freaky? Oh, there he goes.
I did not yawn. And plus, there's some old coffee commercials that everyone should tune in. There are these ones, there's this instant coffee that was called High Point Coffee, and Lauren Bacall did ads for them. And she has that funny accent. She's like, it's decaffeinated. And we just crack up, and it's super fun. And everyone should go drop everything right now, quit watching this video, and go right over.
Why don't I play it?
Okay.
Take over, take total over. What am I looking for, though? For what am I looking?
High Point Coffee ad.
High Point.
Like high, like getting high, like all of your viewers. Point, like pointing your finger. Coffee, like coffee. Yeah, hi viewers. I shouldn't say that you're high all the time. I'm sure that you draw a sober breath once in a while. I think. You know, Lisa and I call it the other. Did you find it?
Oh yeah, immediately, if not sooner. I'm going to share the screen. Extra value is what you get when you buy Coronet. Yeah, why won't this let me? Oh, I see why. Very good at this part of it. Now, before I even get going, let me come back here and make it large.
Okay, well, see, in one, she's in a limousine drinking instant coffee in a limousine.
Okay, we're going to do both of these.
Oh
Are you
my
ready?
God, they're awesome.
Okay.
Let's take a break.
Share a moment with Lauren Bacall.
I'm enjoying life today more than I ever have, and I live it to the fullest. Maybe because I finally learned how to pick my pleasures, like coffee. I picked High Point, and I'll tell you why. It's flavor. Flavor that's full of life. I like that. That wonderful aroma tells you.
Hey, I'm sorry. We have to do that again because we both have to mute our microphones while this is on, or else it'll come through real funny. So we'll start it again.
Can you turn the volume down a little bit too? Because it was extremely loud.
Okay, well, it's probably coming through your speakers too and the viewers. So let's mute.
Let's take a break.
Share a moment with Lauren Bacall.
I'm enjoying life today more than I ever have, and I live it to the fullest. Maybe because I finally learned how to pick my pleasures, like coffee. I picked High Point, and I'll tell you why. It's flavor. Flavor that's full of life. I like that. That wonderful aroma tells you that High Point's no ordinary coffee, and the flavor proves it. This is good. More than good. It's lively. Did you know that High Point's decaffeinated? I'll tell you a secret. Caffeine sometimes makes me tense, and tension can show on your face. In my profession, you have to look your best. Look, I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee. That's why High Point's #1 with me. Ready, Miss Bacall? I think you'll like it, too.
High Point decaffeinated coffee with flavor as full of life as you are.
Holy cats. Okay, do you want me to play another one?
Yeah, and notice how she almost has an orgasm when she ohs over the coffee.
Okay, I'll go get the next one. Just one moment. You want me to get the limo?
Yes, the limo.
Okay, here I go.
Oh, thank you. Rushing for an 8 o'clock curtain every night means giving up a lot of things, but coffee isn't one of them. I always have time for my favorite instant, High Point decaffeinated. I don't want extra caffeine. I'm active enough, thank you. But I am a coffee lover, so I expect more. Like this delicious aroma. Every jar is bursting with it. And look at this deep, rich color. Of course, coffee lovers know it all comes down to taste. That's rich. You know what makes High Point taste so good? Deep brewed flavor. I love it.
Try deep brewed High Point. It's the coffee lovers decaffeinated.
If you're a coffee lover, there's always time for High Point. You're gonna love it.
If I could,
Holy Ghost, go on.
if I could somehow bring Lauren Bacall back to life and have a cup of instant coffee with her, I would do it.
Oh, it's funny. You know, go ahead.
Say flavor. What do you think, Lauren, of the flavor?
I love it.
I love it. Anyway, it's
you know who's gonna love that is Watcher. Watcher likes the old movies and stuff.
No, I like Lauren Bacall too. I like her in movies, and I love her in these coffee commercials.
We had it all.
I'm not singing that song.
Just like Bogey and Bacall. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I just want to tell the audience something. We don't plan what we're doing here. Is it noticeable?
Oh,
like,
no.
No script.
Highly scripted.
Just like reality.
Right. Just like reality. Okay, let's get right to it. Communism, Let's go. Boom. You start.
Okay, look, I'm just a little irritated lately. Not that I'm into any ism, but I get a little bit, how can I say this, cranky when I see that communism seems to be the go to blame place lately, when it seems to me this is more like fascism mixed with some technocracy or whatever you call it. Is that what it's called? A technocracy? Technocracy, technical takeover, technocracy. I
Whatever.
think that's what it's called. Yeah. A fascist technocracy. Communist is not the same as fascist, ladies and gentlemen. Just go look it up. That's all I'm saying. I've already exploded under a comment section today because I just think it's ridiculous. Okay, and listen, just to be clear, I don't like any isms because I feel if the truth were told about this reality, we wouldn't need isms. So don't go breaking my heart by claiming that I'm some big commie coming at you because I'm not. I've spoken.
Okay, let's name names. Want to name names?
No, I'm not naming names. Are you out of your mind?
Let's not name names. I want to name one name. It's not about communism, though.
Okay, cool.
It's quantum of conscience.
I like him.
Conscience.
Con-
Conscience. Quantum
Okay.
of conscious.
Yeah, and
Not
not only
conscience.
yes, it's
It's
a CON
like consciousness.
like SCIENC, con science,
Right.
if you
I
will, and if you
like
want.
him too. I think he loves to rant about stuff. And I just listened to one and he just put some people in there, just put some people in their place with their wacky ideas about certain things.
I don't think he rants really. I
Oh,
think he just I'm sorry, my nose is running, and I have, if I, God forbid, stop my camera, Mick freaks out. You're going to have to freak. I have got to dab my nose.
even if everything he said was I didn't like, there's one thing I do like about him, and I do like him actually. It's that he
Cats.
takes care of cats. Yeah, he's a kind heart for kitties, which I appreciate.
He does have a kind face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell.
But this whole not lick thing, or not lick, not lilk.
I don't know. I like the code language. I know you
Well,
find it to be
Oh,
irritating.
I find it to be irritating. Yes, not lick.
I use it,
Well, stop.
but you understand my code language.
Sometimes I do. Most of the time I do.
See?
I believe in calling a spade a spade. Except
Okay.
you can't call things spades anymore.
That's right. That we could be taken down for that.
Rudely taken down. And
I have a question. Why does it seem like lighter than it has looked in the past few days? Is it because it's not raining?
it's because the moon is really a reflection of a crater of the Earth.
No, that's wrong.
Because
Actually,
the moon is actually a reflection of the Earth, which lives in a crater.
the moon is a reflection of a larger Earth, so
Earth.
big we can't imagine it.
Can't imagine it.
And Earth, I mean, our area is but one crater
Of many craters.
to come.
You're not still into that, are you?
I'm into it bigly, but I haven't looked at it lately.
Listen, that is so. I don't want to say.
Hey,
But
once you look at 28 videos of that guy, you tell me if he's on to something.
let's talk about the reset. Oh, you want to talk reset? Reset. Here. Boom. I just reset the whole entire reality of the Earth.
Which one? The World Economic Forum?
No, I thought we were going to talk about communism.
I don't want to talk about any of this stuff.
I've
already had my word about the communism being.
Are we using my Chairman Mao?
Yeah, we'll use it. Look, I have to say my back is really bad.
I'm going to say I've never actually met a communist. I don't think I have.
There's some in the lounge.
But I just looked
I
up
think.
how many communist countries there are, and there's only 5 in the world.
Well, listen, really, full communism has never been reached.
And they're all in Asia except for one, which is Cuba.
Yeah, I would say they have a socialist economy, but they aren't communist because the full goal of communism is stateless
But
society.
the
Same
largest,
as anarchy.
I know, but
They have the same goal.
the largest communist country, China, is actually
China.
China is actually doing a lot of things that are not very communist, like letting people own things privately.
Well, there's all kinds of different branches of communism, I guess. As much as I loathe all of this discussion that we're having right now, Caleb Maupin, who calls himself a 21st century socialist,
Yes.
is actually good if you want to just learn about it.
And your old buddy Bernie Sanders is a socialist.
Bernie Sanders is about as socialist as Ronald Reagan.
I thought he told people he was a socialist.
Oh, a democratic socialist, whatever the hell that is, which got everybody totally confused about whatever. These democratic socialist countries, they have a strong social safety net. Like, name one of the places there, Finland or something.
Don't you wish we had a strong socialist safety net for people here?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd rather pay taxes for that than for wars, to be quite honest with you. Why are we talking about this? We're supposed to be uplifting and fun.
So sad. I'm going to be rude.
Okay, listen, I'm going to be rude too, because Bernie Sanders with this democratic socialist handle really did throw a wrench into the actual socialist movement. I think that people didn't like it. I know socialists.
Well, I think when people, the average Joe American or Jane American,
or Six-Pack Joe,
Six-Pack Joe, hears socialism, what they hear is
pearl clutching.
1950s Red Scare communist invasion.
Yeah, that's the thing. People have not let go of that particular aspect.
Idea. Well, I was born, frankly, in the 50s, in the very late 50s. And I grew up in a time when that whole Red Scare thing was in effect. Cold War, Red Scare, commies everywhere. Look out, there's a commie. Don't
You made a rhyme, kind of.
Better dead than red.
Yeah. I guess people don't realize that the labor movement was, thank goodness for the weekends and stuff like that. And there were strong communist parties here in the United States at the time. My mom remembers them.
Was your mother a communist?
Oh, bigly. No, she was not. But look, did you have to do the duck and run or whatever?
No.
In school, my brother did. Look at me.
But I remember when we used to hear and see things about nuclear war, which was part of the Cold War fear of Russia and communists and war and nuclear explosions and hiding under your desk and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of that has lingered and is still clinging to the Americans. Like, I don't know. Look, when they call somebody like Joe Biden a socialist, I have to just crack up and tear my hair out.
I know.
It's hilarious.
But, the thing is that people just need to calm the F down about the communists.
And the socialists.
Right.
Yeah.
There's not communists and socialists lurking behind in every dark alley waiting to take over.
Saints and apostles creeping up from behind. Yeah.
It's just not a thing. Just don't worry about it.
A lot of people wish it were a thing. Again, I'm nothing, so stop it. I just want people to know.
I do wish that our country did take care of people in a socialist manner that need, health care and education and things like that. Yes, I do.
Strong social safety nets like Norway and Sweden and Finland, the Nordic countries, they call them, I think, right?
It's a shame. It's a moral
conundrum
stain on our country that people think that healthcare is not something that everyone should have.
It is a sin almost.
When you say war is a racket, I'll tell you what, private insurance is a racket. A terrible racket.
It really is, yeah.
It takes out a lot of people and causes immense suffering and death and heartache and horror.
That's really true, because they're the ones who have the death panels that you hear about. You can't get covered for this or that or the other.
I'd like to get on a death panel myself, and I have some names. Okay? No, I'm not sentencing people to death.
Do you by any stretch of the imagination think that other than Bernie Sanders, there's any Democrat that's an actual socialist?
No, I don't think anyone's a socialist.
I
Even
know some. They're
Sanders, who said he was a socialist. I mean, he's a millionaire. He's wealthy. How socialist can he be?
Listen, speaking of that, Bernie Sanders used to be radical. I liked going back in time and looking at these Burlington City, whatever video series he has to do a public access thing every week. That's when he was radical, spoke out against capitalism and this and that. What's the deal here?
I'll tell you what. Another thing I don't like is this whole Kanye West running for president bullshit. That needs to stop today.
I don't care who runs for president. That's already chosen.
I mean, that's just, well, you think it's chosen. I'm not so sure.
Well, I am, damn it. And let me just say one more thing from Family Affair. Every boy can be president. Remember that? Can be president of the United States of America. Remember that?
House Rock.
No, that's from Family Affair with Buffy and Jody.
Do you want to do a Schoolhouse Rock one?
Conjunction, junction.
What's your function? Can you do interjection?
Interjection show excitement and emotion. They're generally set apart from a sentence by an exclamation point or by a comma when the feeling's not as strong. So when you're happy, hooray, or sad, or frightened, or mad,
Hey,
or excited, wow, or glad, I don't know, an interjection stops a sentence right. Walter Lash loaned me all of those Schoolhouse Rock tapes for Spencer when he was a youngin'.
Walter Lash is the Walter Lash of Connie and Lake.
Yeah. We know a guy named Walter Lash, and he's like really friendly and sweet. He's just he's
just a really wonderful person.
He's the standard by which we measure other citizens. So, like, if you went to the dentist and the dentist was all those things, Mick would come home and say, he is the Walter Lash of dentistry. Just thought we'd let you know. They own Lash Motors.
Yeah, what's going on over there? Is that some kind of weird Christian campground back there now? Do you know about that?
Well, there's been one for a long time, but not at Lash's.
Well, I'm against it, and we need to shut that thing down.
Oh my God, you're out of control tonight.
We need to send some undercover communists over there to infiltrate that place.
Undercover commie, answer to my prayer. We're going to get in big trouble for this video.
Why?
Not really, I don't think so. Look, there's a difference between communism and fascism. Look it up. That's all I'm saying. I'm done saying it.
She's done saying it, so just write that down.
I mean, a lot of people. Okay, I'll tell you someone who does speak out against this is that Church Dog 42, the chain smoker.
Yeah, the one that swears a lot, you mean? That one?
Yep.
Yeah, well, listen, everyone on YouTube that thinks they know everything about everything, they're all wrong.
I'm wrong, too.
I'm wrong, too. Except
I'm sure you're always right about everything, or you think.
I am pretty right about a lot of things, but not everything.
Okay.
No.
Let's do a little bit of the game because you missed it.
All right.
All right, let me find something.
Wait, did we finish with communism?
Yeah, I'm done with it. Where was this taken?
Germany.
No, good guess though. Antarctica.
Okay.
It was Operation blank, blank, blank. Just blank. I don't know. It might be one word.
Operation Paper Cut.
Over. It's the opposite of low.
Operation High Point.
And the famous song by Van Halen. Might as well blank.
Operation High Jump.
Yep, very good. What is George Washington representing here? Oh, well, I guess it gives it away.
Representing the Freemasons with their symbols and their little cement knife and whatever. Masonry. Yes.
Okay, here's a quote from David Rockefeller. Okay, I'll ask you to name this guy. Name this guy.
That guy?
Yeah.
I don't know who that guy is.
Jim Mars.
Jim Mars. Oh, wow.
Isn't he lovely? He's just so adorably cute. Look at this, Mick.
He looks like an older, what's his name? Now, what are we seeing here? We're seeing Heil Hitler, and we're seeing kids waving at a clown.
No, look at the flag in the middle. It's the United States flag.
Oh, they're giving the Nazi salute to the American flag.
Yeah, because that used to be part of the salute. And under God was added, by the way. A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't add it. I'm not guilty of that.
I know you're feisty tonight. Look, I'm frozen solid. Well, let's end this.
Fine.
Or do you want to do a show and tell quickly?
Sure.
God, I don't know what to show. Everything's put up. Oh, I'll show you this. Oh my God.
What do I have? Well, I already showed you my light.
Oh my God, it's lodged. Hang
Oh,
on.
I got something. Here, this is good.
Okay.
See this? What is this? Does anyone know yet what it is?
A whistle, a tape, a whistle.
Looks like a whistle, but it's not a whistle.
It's a tape dispenser. It's
Yeah.
a.
A loop. It's an illuminated loop.
Oh my gosh.
Things.
What's that do?
Well, it actually magnifies little things. You can see them. It's like a jeweler's loop.
Okay, here's this.
Lie down. That is a glass ball.
Yep, and it goes on this, but there's like grass on it, kind of.
Oh,
See?
yeah. It's nice.
This was in the yard, so I had to bring it up.
Listen, can I ask the viewers a question? Because I have this idea for another MWM.
Yeah, you can, but I already know what it's about, and I'm not partaking in it. We've
Well,
already gone overboard with the communist stuff.
it's not about communism.
I know, it's about the other thing.
Okay. Everyone that would like to see a Mondays with Mick episode that I guess would just be me talking, because Lisa doesn't want to take part in it, about the Q people. People, just leave a message in
We
the.
might get in trouble for doing the Q thing. I'm serious.
How much trouble could we get in?
You have to call it the 17th letter of the alphabet person. Is that right?
Maybe you do. I will call it the Q, which is also like that Star Trek thing. The Q. Remember the Q in Star Trek, The Next Generation?
Yes, and the Borg.
And the Borg, yeah.
I think that was predictive programming.
Listen, I just want to talk about it. I just want to denounce it up and down the street. There.
Okay, well, I guess that was covered then. Okay, we're going to do a different closing this time. Mick, do the closing, and then I'll do the other one. And I have to thank Corn in advance.
I want you all to drop your socks. Now, drop every political belief you've ever had or heard of. Just drop it. Just quit it. Just renounce it. Just denounce it. Just stand in the public square and say, I don't believe this anymore.
Let's focus on
taking care of one another and kindness and compassion.
Leave
your dirty boots at the door.
And not your boots.
Not your boots, along with labels. And speaking of which, I think you used a label on me recently.
Research before you.
Research. Listen, please, everyone who thinks you're researching things, you're not.
You're not at all.
We're going to crackpot shit on YouTube. But research before you judge.
And remember,
war is a goddamn dirty fucking racket.
Wow, this is like rated PG. Okay, now listen. What should we call this video? Commies?
Call it Communists Unite. No,
I'm not going to call it that.
call it Communists. Okay, it's called Don't Be Afraid of Communists.
I don't know.
Okay, how about Fear of Communism? No.
It's a Cold War leftover.
Fear of Communism is a Cold War leftover. I like that.
But, you know, I do think that both sides were controlled in that by the banksters. So it's not like I'm madly in love with any of it. I just, you know, I don't.
Called it like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, except to be Who's Afraid of Virginia Communist.
Or Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Reds?
That's good. I like that.
Okay. Look, Corn, who lives in a place where this building is located, Mick.
Corn,
a viewer.
Oh.
He lives in a place where this building is located. Is it Paris? Is it London, is it Belgium?
It's Belgium.
Yeah. He did this closing for me out of a video I did the other day, and I live for him, so I'm going to use it. I'm removing us. I'm closing this damn show.
Goodbye, everyone.
Removing, I think.
I'll be up in Erie later tonight. If you'd like to join me, join others. I'll be dropping my political identity at the door. I'll be trying to purchase General Smedley Butler's War is a Racket. Those are my plans for this evening, so I hope to see you there.
Spencer, scream goodbye.
Goodbye!